Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and we have a Monday night Raw review from the 10th of March. This was a loaded show, and we're just going to jump right into it. It was in Madison Square Garden, so they were going to go a little bit overboard with the matches. Overall, I feel like even just looking at the matches without even going into like how well they were, they kind of like had some filler matches in the middle to kind of set up some stuff later on. They kind of banked on that main event being what it was. And yeah, not too much spoilers, but we're gonna get into it right now. So let's just start off with Jey Uso against Grayson Waller. They've been setting this up because like A Town Down Under has been giving um Jey Uso some crap. I don't think it's really necessarily been a bad little mini feud. Obviously, Gunther at the end of the match attacked Jey again. Honestly, it's like Cody was at the show. Like maybe somebody should have came out there and saved Jey. Even like the Alpha Academy that like has been getting saved by him. Why wouldn't you come down there and get Gunther off your boy? Like I kind of felt like he's kind of on an island all by himself right now. But I think overall the match I thought was pretty solid. The good back and forth. Obviously, they made Jay look good. I feel like he didn't really like progress in like anything really. It was just kind of his standard match. But I'm still excited to see this storyline. I like the build up. It's a little bit more of a slow burn compared to the other match, WrestleMania match. But obviously that's kind of a crazy once in a lifetime type thing. So I think this match this build up can definitely use as much as they can. And seeing Jay in action was good too because he needs to get a couple wins under his belt in between now. Because I feel like you just like in between this time sometimes it's like purgatory and they don't really do anything other than promos. So having those little matches here and there is good. Gunther had two, and then now Jay's had one. I think it would be good, and maybe they'll have Jay versus Austin Fury at some point. I think that would be a nice natural progression of things, and then maybe Jay will get the upper hand next time. But this is B. I liked it. I thought it was pretty solid. Good way to start off the show. Next up, we kind of had a pretty fun match, which was the LWO versus the New Day. And it was a tornado tag match that was like no disqualifications. You could use different stuff. There was a lot of cool spots. I do think the one spot where Xavier got thrown into the table would have been amazing if it broke through the table. He like hit off of it and like then the table broke because of like the little bit of pressure. I thought that part was kind of got unfortunate. A lot of it, I think, altogether was pretty good. Obviously, they're all really talented wrestlers. I thought it was a really fun match. I'm gonna put it in A. I don't know if it's like technically the most sound match in the world, but for enjoyment, I thought it was good. I like the progression. I like that they're giving New Day some more wins because I feel like Hill Day only works if you give them wins and let them be diabolical and like get cockiness. They gotta get wins. During the match, Rey Mysterio got attacked by a masked figure that said "Gracias" instead of "Thank you." I swear to God, if this is Chad Gable, which they already said it's not, but I have a feeling it is. I really don't like this storyline if that's what it's gonna be because it's so predictable and it's gonna be so crap. I hope it's just a red herring to do it. At the moment, I'm gonna put this in D, but if this is gonna be the storyline for Chad Gable, especially going into WrestleMania, I I just feel bad. I don't know. He doesn't deserve this. I like Chad Gable. He's a good wrestler, but man, this would be messed up. Then we had Logan Paul, AJ Styles. They had a like talking piece. Logan Paul got into it with a comedian um in the crowd that they obviously planted, and it was pretty good. They got some good one liners in there, and obviously he attacked him, and then AJ Styles came down. I like this feud. I feel like it's one of those things that like it works good. AJ Styles is a good wrestler. I think him and Logan Paul will have some good in ring chemistry, and then outside it kind of helps AJ turn face without having that. He's been a heel for a while now, and like I think this would be an easy way to turn him face without having to do anything drastic. I think I'm down for this rivalry. I'll put this segment up in A. I don't think it was a bad thing at all. Then we had a backstage statement with the Judgment Day with Dom helping out. He got Finn Balor a this picture is wild. I definitely think they're setting up Finn to take some type of just get kicked out of the group or something. I really do. I really think that's where they're going. I almost feel like Dom might be trying to get Braun Breaker in the group. I don't know if that would make sense. I like it, but I don't know if narrative it makes sense. But I think they're pushing Finn out, and I kind of like this storyline. it's basically Dom has pushed out everybody that originally was in there from him coming into the group. I kind of think it's a cool thing. I don't really see anybody else necessarily fitting, at least not on the landscape of things, to getting in there. So I feel like pushing Finn out definitely needs to happen sooner than later. I think it could help Finn either turn or maybe get some more storyline because he'll be on his own, and hopefully they use him more. Finn Balor's a weird one because it's like I feel like he's very underutilized for being a pretty good talent inside the ring and pretty good with the mic, pretty good with everything else, but it feels like he doesn't always get that like chance to shine. And I think this storyline could, be that spot, and obviously maybe set up a match Finn versus Dom at WrestleMania. I feel like that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to find your partner here or partners for a WrestleMania match, and I think this was a storyline that could culminate there, and I would be pretty happy about it. I'll put it up in A tier. I'm enjoying this storyline. First time in a while, Judgment Day storyline has been fun. Then we had Cody kind of cut a similar promo like he did on SmackDown, a little bit different in certain ways. Obviously, he's kind of picking at that that John Cena isn't here, and that they'll be under the same roof next week. I really hope to have an interaction. I think we're really needing that. We're kind of foaming at the mouth for it. I think overall, I liked it. I don't think it was as good as the SmackDown one, but I think it was still a really good promo. Then next up, we had a completely random match, which was Bayley versus Raquel for the number one contendership for the IC title. I wasn't opposed to it. I thought it was a pretty good natural progression of like having like some people get ready for Lyra and like have a person in the waiting. I'm cool with that. I think that's gonna help Lyra's reign look good. And it didn't make sense really to have Bayley in there because it felt like Bayley would then have a very good shot to beat Lyra. So Raquel cheating and winning and stuff I think was good. It kind of sets up that the Judgment Day storyline, their tag team is still up there. I think there's a lot of getting more eyes onto multiple areas of like the whole Raw division, like the tag division, the women's mid card division, even like faction type stuff with Judgment Day. I think is pretty good to have this as a tool to help make that better too, and have Lyra have the deck stacked against her, and if she could pull it out, helps her with the whole being a good baby face and stuff. So I'm down. I'm down for this. This was pretty good. The match itself, I think was overall pretty good. I'd put it up in B. I liked it. Then we had Io, Rhea, and Bianca having a little bit of a promo. I wish it was a little bit longer, but I did like what everybody was saying. And then with them pushing out Io, which is exactly what a lot of people thought was going to happen in the like having this rivalry, was like, oh, they're just going to forget about the champion and Io's going to sit in the back even though she won. Nah, she didn't. She got those slaps in there like rent was due, and it was amazing. It really showed that like, hey, Io's a champion. We need to be focusing on her, and I think that could be really good for her. And obviously, she is phenomenal in the ring, so this was really good for her promo side of things. I really liked it. I'm gonna put it up in S tier. I'm on board with this. I really want it to be a triple threat. I really need to see that get solidified to make this even better. Then we had the main event. There's two parts to it, but we'll go for the match first. It was CM Punk versus Seth Rollins in a steel cage. The brutality and everything in this match was amazing, with between like just finisher spamming and everything getting each other's finishers, everything little bit of there showed like the hatred that actually is there. And I thought it was a really good match. This should not have been on TV. Like this should definitely have been a PLE match. This could have been the WrestleMania match. Obviously, what happens next after the match is probably going to be the WrestleMania match, but this was really good. Obviously, Seth Rollins wins when Roman returns and pulls him out, which honestly was a little weird. I was like, I kind of wish he would have beat his ass in the ring, uh something like that, because I don't know, it kind of felt weird. Like you were gonna let Rollins win here. I guess it really didn't matter about the win or loss when it came down to it. They were just trying to beat up each other, but it did felt a little weird that he pulled him out. But I was glad to see it. So before we get to the Roman part, obviously this match I think is a S tier. It was a great main event. They banked the whole show on this match being an absolute barn burner, and it was. So then, yeah, we get to Roman. He took out Seth, and then he sees the wise man talking to CM Punk, and he just snaps and attacks CM Punk, because that was the whole point. A lot of people thought this was going to be a triple threat, but it really didn't see why it would be a triple threat, because it's like Seth hates both of them. CM Punk hates Seth, but he didn't really have anything against Roman, so like it just really didn't make sense. But now it does because he obviously got like Roman got jealous, and then CM Punk got the consequences of it. So I think obviously CM Punk is going to kind of set it up to being in that match, and I'm absolutely happy for this. S tier for sure. And yeah, that was my Raw review. I got a bunch of videos coming up today, so if you're on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I should have like 4 videos today, which is just way too many, but like I was behind on some of my videos and I wanted to make sure they got up here. So hopefully you guys enjoy the extra bit. And yeah, we upload daily. We've been doing some live streams on the weekend for 2K. So if you like the new 2K game or want to check it out, we've been doing live streams on Saturday and Sunday during the day. I don't really have a schedule for it, but if I do, I'll put it in one of these videos. But at the moment, we're kind of just doing that. We're going to be playing some other wrestling games on weekends too. Figured I'm going to probably stream ever so often on Saturday and Sundays, even if it's just a couple hours. But the VODs are up too, so if you want to check out some of the 2K, we played some GM mode, and we'll be tackling My Rise this weekend. So if you want to see that, and we're eventually going to get a wrestling league with anybody who subbed. YouTube basically is just people who comment and stuff. Obviously I have a main channel too. If you membership over there, you'll automatically get put onto it. But if you want to make sure you reserve a spot, just make sure you comment the videos. Like, YouTube side of things is a little bit less, like I don't have as many people compared to like my Twitch community. When I game and stuff, I have quite a bit of subs over there. So those people will also be in there. But yeah, if you enjoy that type of stuff, we'll be doing a lot more of that gaming and a little bit more card breaking too. I got some good packs of WWE cards that I'm going to be putting up here too on the shorts. So yeah, till next time, this has been Japan. Bye, guys.